Okay, now I'm going to quickly make some reference points to help me get the right grip. I just grabbed myself a marker. You can put a golf glove on if you like and mark your golf glove. The first point I'm going to make is on my index finger. There's a knuckle right here on my index finger, the second knuckle, and there's a knuckle at the base of my index finger. I'm going to put an X right in between them. Now right over here on my pinky finger, there's a knuckle at the base of my pinky finger. I'm going to put an X just right below the base of my pinky finger. I'm going to put a circle right on that knuckle. I'm going to put a circle on this knuckle at the base of my index finger. Okay? Now turn my hand over, and right on the top of your hand right here, there's if you move your hand up and down, pivot it this way, you can feel a couple of tendons right there, and it forms a little pocket between them. If you take and push your finger down in there, you can feel that pocket right in between your tendons. Just take and put a little mark right there in the pocket, right in the middle of that little pocket. Okay? Now you take and put your thumb against your forefinger, like that. I'm going to take and draw a line right there and make a little arrow. Okay, on my right hand, I'm going to do exactly the same thing right here. Put my thumb and index finger together and make another little arrow. Okay, these are going to be able to help me make sure I get the correct grip. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to use those marks to get a correct grip. You can get the club in your hands in a couple of different ways. You can place the club on the ground and put your hands on the grip, or you can hold the grip in the air to put your hands on the grip. Basically, the important part is that you recognize whether or not your hands are placed on the grip correctly, and then just find out which way you like to put them on in the first place. I like to start out with my hands on the ground. I go ahead and I put the grip there, and I swing my hand sideways into the golf grip. Now what's important for you is I've made this X on these two different fingers right here. When I slide my hand sideways onto the grip, I am putting those two X's right on the side of the grip. And then you can see the two circles on my knuckles, how the grip intersects between those two circles. I swing my hand sideways, the X's face the side of the grip, I grab my hand around the club. Now my hand is on the grip correctly. Now, the second points that you have on your hand to know if your left hand is on the grip correctly is the X on the top of your hand right here and the arrow. This X right here should be right over the top of the grip, right over the top of the club shaft. And as you place your thumb and forefinger together, it makes an arrow. This arrow should point toward your right ear, and you will see approximately 2 to 3 knuckles over the back side of your hand. This arrow, again, will point at your right ear. Now to get your right hand on the grip correctly, this thumb fits right in the lifeline right here of your right hand. So if you have your left hand on the grip correctly, now you take and make this arrow with your right hand, and you slide that hand right over the top of your left thumb until these two fingers run into this index finger. So I have my left hand on correctly, my right hand comes on, and it fits right on top of my left thumb. And once it's in the right place, your index finger right here also forms a question mark, which supports the club in the backswing. And so by placing my hand onto there, the question mark goes around the back side of the grip. That supports the club in the backswing. And then this arrow in my right hand points towards my chin, in between my chin and my right ear. That's how you know that your right hand is on correctly. The easy way to get that on there is once you have your left hand on the grip, if you start out with the club on the ground, to bring your right hand across to the grip. Just like you're going to shake hands with somebody, you just reach around the side of the grip, just like you're going to shake hands, and go ahead and grip the club right there. And that will give you the correct grip that goes right on top of the club, the arrow pointing your chin.